Hi, everyone. Welcome to the podcast where you learn how to enjoy your marriage, how to create passion, happiness in your marriage, how to go out from any hardship, any struggle, and how to create more and more joy from wherever stage in your marriage you are to create a better marriage, a happier marriage. Welcome, and I'm excited to have you here. So, today's podcast, we are now in the Aseres Yemei Teshuvah, in these days where the 10 days where Hashem is close to us, we are getting closer to Hashem, and we want to think like, how can we get closer to our wife? How can we get more intimate in all levels with our wife? So the Pasha, every time it says in Shulchan Aruch that Pashas Nitzuvim is always before Rosh Hashanah. Before Rosh Hashanah is Pashas Nitzuvim, and we see the last few Pashas in Pashas Ksuvoi. It says like all the bruchas will come, and it's V'lelechas bedruchav. Hashem is your God, and you will go in His ways. And it says in Pashas Nitzuvim, it also says, see, I gave for you today as a chayim as a toiv, life and good, besamuves veseru, and death and bad. Asher unuichim etzat choayoim. This is what I am telling you today. Lahavu es Hashem elekechu. You should love Hashem, your God. Leleches bedruchav, to go in His ways. What is this goes in His ways that we are talking so much? And what does that have with marriage? Like, how would we apply that in our marriage? So to explain that deeply, to really understand that, I will bring down a chinuch, a mitzvah tufrei shid aleph. The mitzvah says, the mitzvah lahadmas b'darkei Hashem. It's a mitzvah, it's a good deed, it's one of the tayyig mitzvahs, to be the same in the ways of Hashem, Yisburech, HaToivim v'Ashurim, the good and the righteous ways of Hashem, we should go in. Hashem told us, He commanded us to do everything that we do should be righteous. Ba'toiv, and it should be in a good way. B'chol kaychayni, with all our energy. Elahates kol devaraini asher benayni, and to bow all our words that we talk to ourselves, and what we talk to others. So this is very deep. Two things. First of all, your own words to yourself, your own thoughts to yourself, and what you think about others, what you think about your wife. Let's start with your wife. Then you can expand it to your children and to others. But first is your other half. That's where you start. So everything that you talk with yourself, that you think about yourself, and everything that you think about your wife or others. Well, first let's start with your wife. Everything should be with kindness and with compassion. Every word that you talk with yourself and you talk with your wife is a commandment. And there's very little commandments that's shayir, that's today's days. Most of the commandments of the mitzvahs essence of the tzariyog mitzvahs are not negaya today. And the Hashem commanded us that everything, all our words between ourselves and our wife and others should be with kindness and compassion. As we know from our Torah, that's the way of Hashem. I know a lot of people, I also used to think about that Hashem is bad, God is bad, and he's punishes, that's not true, as you see here. Hashem is good. He's compassionate. And that's what we say today's days when we say a lot of Yidgam Amidas and Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. It's full. It's Racham is compassionate. He's gracious. He is slow to anger. And as the Chinuch will explain even deeper. And that's what Hashem wants from us, from his humans. The reason why he wants that, because he wants us to deserve good things. And when you do good things to others, you deserve good things. So he wants the best for you. Hashem wants the best for you. And that's why he wants you to do good and to be kind and be compassionate, because he wants you to deserve good things. Because Hashem wants chesed. He wants good things. He wants kindness. And on that, it says in Pusik, you should go in his ways. And the mitzvah, the commandment, it says a second time. As it says in the Pusik, you should go in all his ways. And the Chazal said, as they explained this mitzvah, this good deed, as Hashem is called a compassionate, you also be compassionate. As Hashem is called gracious, you should also be gracious with your wife and with your children and with everyone. As Hashem is called righteous, you also be righteous. As he is called holy, you also be holy. Holy doesn't mean you step on others. Holy doesn't mean that you feel that you're more than the others. That's gava. And that's pusel, as the Rambam says. Two things that the Rambam says. Every trait, the Rambam says in Echaz, every trait you can have. You should be like Midas Baini, you should go in the middle, you shouldn't be in extreme in any way. But when it comes to gava and kas, to anger and having ego, you shouldn't have not a mashi, not a drop from it, because it destroys the person. When you have in your home ego, you're destroying your marriage. You need to get rid of that. You need to honor your wife just as you. You need to honor your children. You need to be humble. If you want to create a beautiful life, you need to be humble in your marriage. So that means holy. You don't need anything. I'm fine. If there's not enough food, I will give it to my children. I will give it to my wife. I will make sure they have first. I know I also used to be like that I'm the father, I'm the king, I need to get everything. It doesn't work. It destroys you and your wife and your family. It doesn't work. You need to be like David HaMelech, who says to Hashem, I did a bad thing. Punish me. Don't punish these sheep. What did they do? That's how you take care. That's how you achieve. You have a beautiful marriage, a beautiful home. And the entire subject comes us to say that we should learn on our being to go in the good things that Hashem does. Hashem is so good to us. He gives us eyes to see. How much would a person pay for one eye to see? We have two eyes. This is the Birchas HaShachar that we say every day. Every day in the morning, we say it. Thank you, Hashem, for giving me eyes to see. Thank you, Hashem, for giving me clothing. Thank you, Hashem, for standing me up, for giving me flexibility to move around. Thank you, Hashem, for making me walk. Let's get that in our heart. What does that mean? How thankful should we be for both eyes, for our heart that does all the stuff for the stomach, for the kidneys, for everything? Let's feel that gratefulness. And the same way you want to feel that gratefulness for your wife, for everything that she does. As the Rabbi said, the Rabbi's Vav used to matzar her, as the Gemara says. Everything that he asked, she did the opposite. And when he found anything good, he brought it to her. And his Talmidim, his students asked him, why are you doing that? She just makes you pain all the time. And he said, it's enough, dayani. It's enough that she raises our children. And she rescues me from doing adultery. That's enough. These two things is enough. And if your wife makes food that you like, you need to be as grateful as, even more grateful. Let's change the attitude. If you want to change your outcome, if you want her to be happy with you, admire you, and love you, and give you more goods than you can think of, you need to start. You need to take the responsibility and start and create that life. And these days in Aseres Yemei Teshuvah is the most time that is supposed to be like that. And this is the days that we connect with Hashem, that we see His greatness and His godless, and we connect with Him. Let's connect with our wife and bring the divine, bring the Shekhinah Kadosh in our home. That's the closest that we can get to Hashem. As the Gemara says, Zoyra Kudesh, that the Shekhinah Kadosh, the divine, is in a home, in the schis of his wife, because of his wife. When there's peace between man and woman, Hashem is between them. If not, if they fight, it becomes a fire, and the fire destroys them both. If you go in these ways, you are rescued. It's good for both of you. You have both of you have a joyful life. If you don't, then you both destroyed Chas v'Shulam. So let's not focus on that. Let's make sure that you create this beautiful life. So let me continue. So we should learn to go in these good ways, and good traits, amazing traits, that we are told on Hashem, on Mushal. It's like, it's not really like that. It's just to give us to understand. That Hashem does these good things with His people, with us, with the humans. It's not reality that Hashem does these things, because Hashem is bigger than we can imagine anything. We don't have the energy, the capability, the understanding to understand to the greatness of Hashem. And all His goods that He does, and everything in this world, like every ant, every animal, everything. He takes care of everyone, of everything. He's so good. And when you see something bad, we don't understand everything. If you see, when we feel that something doesn't go our way, so some people are sick, some people have challenges in their life, we don't understand. I don't know. It says from the Rabbi, when he was older, before he passed away, and there was a gezaida, there was a bad thing against his people, and his talmidim, his students, came to him and they asked him to pray that it should be that this law that was the bad law should go away. And he said, I'm at such a level now that I understand that this is good. So how can I pray that the good shouldn't come? Whatever, even things that seems bad, Hashem does only good. We don't understand everything. Sometimes when we have a challenge, it's a call from Hashem for us to get closer to our wife, to get closer to Him. And the way we get closer to Him, when we get closer to our wife. If you have a challenge in your marriage, maybe it's a wake-up call from Hashem for you to do something about it. To do what we teach here, so you get closer to your wife, so you have more joy, so you have more passion. And in this way that we said, all the Nevi'im called Hashem, Kol HaKeniyim, all these names. Tzaddik, he's righteous. Yusher, he does the right thing. Tumim, he is right. Giboid, he's strong. Chuzik, he is very strong. Rav Chesed, is abundant of kindness. Eidech Hapayim, he's slow to anger. Ki ba'amram Eidech Hapayim, when they said he is slow to anger, it doesn't mean that he has anger at all. Hashem doesn't have anger. It can't be, the Chinuch says. The Chinuch says it can't be Hashem has anger. Because the one who has the power to kill and give life, he can destroy a world and he can create a world. And there's no one who can tell him what to do. Why should he get angry? He can do anything. If he doesn't want the person to do that, he shouldn't do it. So why should he get angry? He can do whatever he wants. It can't be he gets angry. Even the anger, it's not really total anger. It's not like a person gets angry and he gets lost. By Hashem, everything is whole. So it can't be that he gets lost. And this is one of the things that you wanna take out of here is that in a home you don't want to get angry. One of the worst nightmares for a woman or for children is to see their husband getting angry, losing his temper, because she needs you to protect her. They need you to protect them. And if you lose your temper, the protection is gone. It's very scary for them. So learn how to deal with your anger. There's ways to deal with it. There's deep breath, writing. There's a lot of things that you can do. Make sure when you are in your home, you're calm, you're loving, you're doing all these traits. And the same when it comes now, it will come sickness now. There's a lot of husbands who want to make sure they don't let their wife design the sikkah. Women love designing the sikkah. It will only enhance your yontav, and let her do it. It will only make a better yontav, a more joyful yontav for both of you. But the truth is on the way that we spoke. So he explains there, what does it mean that Hashem gets anger? He comes us to learn everything, all the traits that we talk of Hashem is the good things that he does with his humans, is the only explanation why they say that Hashem does these things is that we should learn and do everything that he does with us, how nice is to us, and how much he gives to us, even when we do bad things. Ve'ilai, b'ni tachshad lo va'elai, b'masha kusev. Maybe you will come challenging me with what it says in Tehillim. Ve'ayil zoyim b'chol yoyim. God is angry every day. And the Chazal said, how long does he get angry? 1 split second. Don't make a mistake with this. Be aware thinking that God is bad. Because someone that loses his temper is bad. And don't dare your heart to believe that Hashem gets angry. Kim tachlis kol shleim is because he is whole. God is whole. And we wouldn't get angry, even anger wouldn't happen by us. It's only because far from holiness. And what they said that he gets angry, it's only for us to understand how the world works. They want to explain because most humans, they go whatever they desire, they go after that. They don't care if it's right or wrong. And we have of them, and there's a lot of people who they worship La Shemesh for the sun, El for the moon, El Mazules, and for other natures. V'gam la'aitzim, some worship wood, El Avunim, stones, or other things, or someone believes in himself that he has the power, other powers. The world would deserve, because of that, to be destroyed. And that's what they said, that he gets angry a split second every day. The reason is because the world is judged according to what most people do. And every day, the entire world deserves to be destroyed on the bad things that they do. And that split second that most people sin, for the Chazal, it seemed that God gets angry. That in that split second, there is a judgment of destruction on the world. That everybody deserves from the law of the world, the law of nature, to be destroyed. Just the trait of mercy comes in Mamidoi and stops it. And take this until you find a better explanation. The reason of this, everybody knows, because it's one thing. And I will go through the Yidigam Amidas that we need to do and we say so many times these days, and let's do it with our wives. The 13 traits of mercy. Rachem, Hashem is compassionate. Be compassionate with your wife. V'chanan, he is gracious. Be gracious. And how much he can give more. And don't worry, don't care what your wife judges you, or if she deserves it or she wants it. Hashem doesn't look on a person if he deserves it or not. He gives for everyone to breathe, for everyone, even the bad people. He gives them to eat and gives them everything. Give your wife no matter what. Ere chapayim, slow to anger. Be slow to anger. V'raf chesed, abundant of kindness. Give abundant of kindness. You will achieve your dream marriage. Hashem will give you your dream marriage. Don't wait on your wife to give you something back. Because if you wait for your wife to give you something back, she will feel it and she won't give you back. You have the power to create your dream life. The way you do it is by going in Hashem's ways. Be'emes and truthful. Be open. Be totally open. This is the Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. Let the past be the past. Let's start a fresh year. Let's be entirely open with our wives. The same way we are entirely open with Hashem. We go to Hashem. We say a chait. We say everything that we did. Entire slichas is we didn't give us chesed, give us good, give us mercy, give us kindness. We don't deserve anything. The same way you want to go to your wife and give her everything, and don't think about deserve and back and forth and how much I give, you give, and you will see, you will come. Hashem will give you so much back. Hashem preserves kindness for 2,000 generations. 2,000 generations. Think for a moment. One thing, as Rasha says, someone who fasts Yom Kippur just, or don't eat Chazer, it holds for 2,000 generations. 2,000 generations. Your wife did one good thing. Hold it on for 2,000 generations. Noise over. He forgives for someone who does evil willfully. As the Moon Room says, Oven is mizet, Oven is willfully, Chet is shoigik, is mistakes, Pesha is rebellious, Bufesha, and even someone who rebels, he forgives. Even your wife rebels on you, she's willingly bad for you. Forgive her. This is the Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. Do it for Hashem. Do it for yourself. Because by doing this, you will see, you will create a new life. And next week's Sikh we'll talk about how you create that new life. V'chatu, and a sin that you did by mistake, he forgives. It doesn't make a difference. If it's willfully, if it's rebellious, if it's an accident, Benakai, and he pardons. Pardon your wife. You want to be you want to be pardoned. Pardon your wife. Pardon, forgive her everything, and let's move on. We'll skip a little bit. Benahages mitzvah zi, and this mitzvah goes on. B'chol mukim, this good deed goes on. B'chol mukim, in every place, b'chol zman, any time, b'schurim v'nekayves, to men and women. You have the power, you have the responsibility to create that beautiful life. To be nice, to do all the 13 traits of mercy. And someone that doesn't do this, he's not working on doing the right things, and to win his Yitzhara, his evil inclinations, and to make right his thoughts, even your thoughts that you think to yourself, that you think about your wife, you need to correct. You need to make sure that you have all these traits by the thoughts. When you think negative on your wife, she feels it, it goes to her. With your thoughts, you need to be compassionate, gracious, kind, forgive on everything, even on rebellious. In Masav, and of course what you do. Lahabasakai. And the reason why you do that is because you love Hashem. Hashem is so good to us. And this is a time to love Hashem. These are Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. These days, Elekayim Mitzvah is to do this deed. Bittel Esazeh, he destroyed this Esa. So let's make this as Aseres Yemei Teshuvah, a real Aseres Yemei Teshuvah. Let's connect with our wife. Let's do this to the fullest with our wife. Let's do it for us, for our wife, for our children, for our generations. You can create a beautiful life. Let's start right now. Let's start to have that passion, that excitement. Let's get rid of all the negativity, of all the past, and let's create the life you deserve. May Hashem bless you. You should get all you deserve, all your desires fulfilled. You should get a happy, passionate marriage, and we should all we should have a Gemach Chasim Toveh. We should all a sweet year, beautiful year, and we should also be zoiche to the Gila Shleima, to the final redemption, quicker nowadays online. Don't forget to subscribe so you get more ideas on marriage. You get halacha insights, and you have all the practical tools, what to do to create the life you want in your marriage, in your home, with your kids. Atzlucha Rabbi, Kol Tov, all the best. Take care.